How does it feel to be a black Terminator?
I would say complete badass.
I mean, shoot.
I mean, you choked your own mama.
Oh, yeah, damn.
But that's the second question. Let's not get to
Oh, sorry.
I want the bill to be
Okay.
a black Terminator, complete badass.
Man.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Oh man, well that's funny. Black Terminator. I mean, you could liken him to. I usually say like Bucky from
Yes.
Captain.
Yeah.
Captain. So many different like feelings. I mean, obviously I'm excited about it. I'm beyond thrilled because I mean, season 2, I was the one getting smacked around the entire time.
Yeah.
So being able to take names and, do a little bit of it it's a little bit, it's nicer. It's nice not being the one smacked around. So I like it. I do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
All right. You want to ask about his mom now?
No, I'm good.
Oh, you mad? Oh, you
I'm
mad?
like, you don't even know me.
I know.
You were like, eh.
Well, I didn't write it. I mean, like,
No,
that's
it's not
Celine.
your
Take
fault.
that up with Celine.
Was it a
not your
tough scene
fault.
to do? Or?
Yeah.
Oh man, was it a tough? I mean, Nichelle, she's so wonderful. It's funny because it's not funny, but it's difficult because you obviously want to stay in the scene, and you want to be the character. But when you get attached to your cast members, it's it's always you build a familial bond. I mean, and with Nichelle, she's just so wonderful. She's so sweet. I mean, anytime like we got to have our scenes, like the scenes in season 2 when I was being taken in by the FBI, we just had that moment that she was hugging me and she was saying goodbye to her baby, and that's the last time that I got to see my mom, and so for me to have to play the death himself, and to do that to my mom, obviously that was hard to fight back, seeing how like I said, the last time that I ever saw her was, her holding me and her not wanting her baby to go. Obviously, my mom, she didn't like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's one of those things that you use and pull from what you know as an actor, so that way it can be authentic. But you also want to stay true to the character. And so for Khalil, obviously, that's his rock, that's his foundation, that's the most important person to him, and before anyone, and so that wasn't Khalil though, as we see that that was the shell of Khalil. If anything, that was the complete opposite, which is Painkiller. Because I do want Painkiller to have some, even though his memory is wiped, even though he's under Agent Odell's control, there should be some type of life to him and character to him. And I kind of I pull from the there's an old Native American story, folklore of the two wolves, talking about where the chieftain talks to the young warrior. There's two wolves, the good one and the bad one, and the one that survives is the one that is fed more. And so we're just seeing, I guess this dichotomy of who the other side of Khalil is under the, the name of Painkiller. So to answer the question, yes, it was tough. It was very tough, but it's also it wasn't Khalil, and hopefully there'll come a chance where Khalil, he gets, or we see Khalil again and he has to deal with that, because I think that alone right there is something to break somebody, and to be able to play that would be that'd be a lot of fun.
Did you mourn Camille?
Khalil?
Sorry.
Khalil? Did I mourn Khalil?
Yeah.
How so?
Just because he's kind of gone and you're someone new. So
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
just like having played
Right.
a character for a while and kind of like stepping into this kind of different
Right.
character. Is there a way that you kind of mourned the nicer
Yeah.
character?
I have to be honest. No, I didn't.
Okay.
You know, I
Because
didn't.
you like being evil. Awesome.
Whoa! Ouch! Yikes! I'm not gonna say that. I mean, I want to go to that extreme. Whoa!
She did no questions like that to Marvin,
I
by
bet you
the way.
did.
I was just so first of all, I was scared being walked in because I was like, oh my god, this character is so. But then, like, you know.
Right. No, I would have to say.
But he didn't choke his mama.
Oh
so.
my goodness! Good Lord. We gonna have a one.
I'm
We
kidding.
gonna have to talk.
I'm kidding.
No, I would. The reason why I say I didn't mourn Khalil is one, because it would be a disservice to Painkiller.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hold on to one individual and then try and play complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that I'm submersing my life into this guy, but I guess you could say as being truly committed to who Painkiller is, you had to put aside Khalil, because Khalil, he's a sweetheart. He's upstanding. He's a gentleman. He's raised right. And I mean, he has his flaws, as we saw, where China and him butted heads. But he's also, to an extent, he's a little naive as well, which is actually, I think, admirable in a sense, especially seeing where he was raised up in the harsh streets of Freeland, because he comes from that side of the tracks. However, he's also he was growing into a man, as we saw in season 2 with his journey, as we saw him, turning himself in. As we saw him sacrificing himself for the woman he loves, for his mother, and let's not forget, he also knew who Black Lightning was, and yet he still, because him and China, that's his best, that's not just the woman that he loves, but that's his best friend too, so if I'm going to play, as we said, Black Terminator, if I'm going to play memory wiped guy, somebody that's capable of killing their own mother who they idolized above all else, I couldn't allow myself to hold on to that. I mean, do I miss playing Khalil? Absolutely. I think he's great, but I didn't allow myself really to mourn him. I guess probably part of that is that I'm hoping they write it where I get to play him again, like I said before. But I mean, I feel like I got to keep trying to talk to Salim, like, so how about Khalil?
Right.
And just, I guess the fans, we got to keep writing that. But
He's coming back.
well, hopefully he is.
There'll be some scene where, like, he kisses what's her face, and then he'll wake up and he'll be like, true love, and it'll feel very like Sleeping Beauty with powers. I don't know.
Now, you've been watching the show how long, and you think that's gonna happen?
No.
Yeah, I know.
It's not, I mean, a girl can win.
We
A girl
can win.
win.
We
Be
can
an
win.
interesting way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be very nice. That would be wonderful.
That
It's
would
not
be a
happening.
choice.
Oh my goodness, how we wish.
What is going to happen when he reunites with basically Jennifer? They come face to face, because if he reacted that way to his own mother, I can only imagine what's going to happen with the two, with her with powers.
Right. I
And
mean,
with strong powers at that.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't it amazing. Episode, what was it? 4? Episode 4. How they showed Jin's powers when she like went up to.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yep.
yo. Mary, oh my God,
Yeah.
Mary Lou did a phenomenal job with that, and I thought it was just well shot. It was well written. I mean, it was just beautiful. And when she just breaks the atmosphere, and we see, like, in just one of the most beautiful ways, as if like a butterfly breaking out of her like cocoon, but you can just see, like, no, you have power without having to show like explosions or anything. And you also capture. I'm sorry, I'm just ranting right now. But you also captured like the innocence of this young woman who's like been holding these powers in to the point where it hurts, and she can just
Yeah, that
let
scene
it
when
go.
she was in the car with her sister and she was saying, she's like, why are you pretending to be other people? And she's like, I can't let these powers sit, like I have, because it hurts.
Because
Like,
it hurts.
I was like, damn.
I mean, that's just something that I think the writers have done a really, really good job at showing. I mean, Adam Giardrone, who wrote that episode, I thought it it just goes to show you that it takes a community to execute the stuff that we see, and I'm just so proud of them. I'm so proud of everybody that was a part of that. You know, my whole family, just the whole Black Lightning family. I'm just so proud of them because it really turned out well, really, really well. But anyway, what would I like to see? I can't tell you. I mean, because I don't know if I'm going to be right or if I'm going to be wrong. But I feel like if Painkiller, I think it will be interesting to see. I mean, it would be great to see if, like, you know, something comes back to Painkiller. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, why would something come back just for Jennifer? Which isn't bad, but not for my mama. You know, so I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, when you think about it, Jen and Khalil, they have a history of saving one another. So I don't know. I feel like Painkiller would need, or Khalil would need to be saved. You know, so I think that's probably, if we track like the seasons and if we track the storyline between the two of us, it's I think it's a healthy relationship where two lovers are saving one another. You know, so, and sometimes we need that. All the time, actually. We always need that.
We're going to partake in this later with some of the stunt coordinators, but obviously your character is doing a lot more action scenes.
Oh, yeah.
How much work is involved with that?
A lot. It's, you know, I kind of liken it to when I was playing football. If I'm not able to do the previs with the stunt team, then they'll do it, and then I'll just watch it, and then I'll go in and I'll train with them. But a lot of the training that's done, I mean, it's kind of just like pre-production. I mean, I was training with a lot of the guys. I was training with Eric Mbanda, who is actually Cress's stunt double over back in LA, and he introduced me, as well as David Conk, who's our fight coordinator, introduced me to Terran Tactical, the guys that were doing all of the gun range shooting over for the John Wick films, if you look at that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I was training with them over the off season, and just training with them, working on like fighting and kicking and, you know, different martial arts, because that's what, you know, Painkiller is. So and I have a lot of fun with that too. I mean, before I used to do a few years of jiu-jitsu. I've always been interested in Muay Thai, but you know, this has just been such a great opportunity to just learn and just grasp different things that I can add to, I guess, just my repertoire, I guess, you know. And it's just been fun. It's been a lot of training, a lot of, you know, hours going in, beating ourselves up, but hey, I'm young enough to do it, so I mean, I'm still doing it. I'll do it as long as I can. And how many other projects will let me do it? I mean, I'm having a blast though. I'm actually absolutely having a blast, and you know, it's like they say, if you enjoy what you're doing, then you'll never work another day in your life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been fun.
And then Christine talked to us a little about how she decompresses after she does those super emotional scenes and everything. Do you have a certain process that you do to decompress?
Right. Well, I mean, like my process, usually it'll, you know, obviously it'll start. Music is great. I think music is a great way to immerse oneself into a character or into a scene. With my
Painkiller's playlist?
Well, yeah, Painkiller does have a playlist. I mean, it ranges. It's funny. It can range from, I mean, some classical, depending on if I need to be in a more like stable, tranquil area, to.
It does get philosophical.
Yeah, he does get philosophical. You know, but it can also go to, I mean, I don't know why I'm blanking on names right now, but the baby. It can go to the baby too. You know what I'm saying? Toes. You know, that's one of the ones that play when I'm just getting into it. But no, I mean, yeah, there's a process that I like to do where it's like I'll listen to music, I'll just, you know, stay in that zone. I still don't really try to go too method or anything, but I like to be in that area, have a good grounding foundation for where I need to be. And when, you have to do intense scenes such as the one where I killed my mother, that needed to be, I guess the decompression on that one was me calling my mom up and be like, "Hey mom, I love you, miss you, just saying hi, bless her heart." This woman, she broke her ankle last week, gosh, and she's getting surgery tomorrow, but she'll be fine. She's a beast. She is a beast. That is a strong woman. But yeah, so yeah, there's I think everybody has their own process. For me, it is, I liken it to how it was when I was playing sports back in high school. One of the things my pops would always say is, leave it all on the field. So this is my field. This is where I play. This is where I get to get work done. And my job is to show up and be prepared, just like when I was playing sports. And all of the stuff that, that went into it is imperative to the production of what you guys actually get to see, And so, yeah, I think that me just leaving it here in the scenes, giving my fellow actors what they need, I guess that is my decompression, because that's me letting it out and, yeah, just being proud of it. If I can walk away with my head up high and being like, yeah, okay, cool, we did that. Great scene, great job. Tell the crew, get home safe. That's always, always the thing, because this is my other family away from home. So I guess, yeah, being in the scene is the decompression for me.
Last question.
Oh, so all right, I got to ask about scene last season. You're talking about intense scenes. When Tobias tore out the spinal implant, that's one of the most brutal things I've ever seen on any of the DC shows. What did you do to prepare? What was your reaction when you read and heard about that?
It was so funny. So I was so hyped when that happened. When I read that, I was like, this is gonna be dope. This is gonna be so dope. So on the day of, we, Marvin, you guys have met him. He's like my big bro. He's just wonderful. He's great. But on the day of, I'm rigged up and everything, and I'm just talking to hair and makeup. I'm like, more blood. Salim, he's directing the episode, right? Salim's directing, but I'm like, more blood, and now we have, I guess, a rule about how much blood we use this season. Yeah, I kid you not. But I just remember, seeing Salim when he was walking, and I just coughed up that blood. We had the spine ripped out. Shout out to props. They did a phenomenal job. Everybody was just so wonderful. Hair and makeup, props. Goes back to show you, stunts. Everybody was just wonderful. And I just see Salim, he's just rubbing his head all right, I guess we'll see if they'll let us use that. But, being a good steward of all CW, I ended up pulling up the trailer that Legends of Tomorrow had of the episode where the unicorn stabs the hippie woman right through his spine. I was like, hey, Salim, look, so they did that on this show and they showed that, so we should be good, Because they took a fantasy animal and just made it terrible. Shout out to Legends, they're great, they're wonderful. But yeah, so that was a fun day though, just walking around with all this blood, and it was funny because some people were like, it was like, it looked good though, right? It looked good, right? So as long as we cause that, within the audience for them to be like, that's good.
Yeah, you
that's
did.
good.
I'm still thinking of it. Oh God.
Thank you guys.